Why does being left out feel less like a social oops and more like a physical wound? Why does the memory of the unpicked child still sting in the chest of the successful adult? For the deeply observant, exclusion is more than just a loneliness, it is an existential threat. To a child, the group isn't just a place to play, it is a tribe. And in our evolutionary history, being cast out of the tribe meant certain death, the ache of the uninvited. The excluded child doesn't just learn that they are alone, they learn that they are wrong. This video explores the primal wound of belonging, how a childhood spent on the periphery creates an adult who is either a hyper-vigilant people reader or a ghost who disappears before they can be rejected. The anterior cingulate paradox. To understand the pain of the outcast, we have to look at the brain's wiring. The physicality of rejection. Neuroscience tells us that the brain processes social rejection in the anterior cingulate cortex, the same region that registers physical pain. When a child is excluded from a game or a circle, the brain doesn't distinguish it from a broken bone. Because the pain is so real, the child develops a survival strategy, hyper-attunement. They become experts at reading the weather of a room. They notice the slight tilt of a head, the microsecond pause before someone speaks, and the subtle shifting of a group's boundary. They become the watcher, someone who knows everyone's secrets but feels like they have no place to put their own. The broken conclusion. The tragedy of the excluded child is that they rarely blame the group, they blame the self. Rejection sensitivity dysphoria. When exclusion is a constant theme, the child concludes that there is a fundamental glitch in their soul. As an adult, this manifests as RSD, an overwhelming emotional pain triggered by the perception of being rejected. You overanalyze a K text for 3 hours. You feel a wave of nausea when a colleague doesn't say good morning. You are the first to leave a party because you'd rather walk out than be left behind. You aren't being dramatic. You're responding to a nervous system that has been conditioned to see a closed door as a death sentence. Coming in from the cold. So how do we heal the child who is still waiting to be picked? The first step is witnessing the value of the watcher. You developed incredible observation skills to survive. Now you can use them to see the truth. The truth is that the group's exclusion was often about their limitations, not your flaws. Healing is the practice of building your own table. It is the practice of self-inclusion, learning to be your own safest place. It is the radical act of finding the few instead of chasing the many. It is telling that internal watcher, we don't need to be invited to be real. We are already here. You don't have to wait for a chair to be pulled out for you. You are the one who owns the room. For a moment, the figure at the table stands up. For a moment, they walk to the window and open it. There is just you here, in the stillness, and for the first time, the air outside feels like it belongs to you too.